Hello and welcome to Tea Break Film Reviews. My name is Michelle and today I'm going to be looking at The Sound of Metal. For a film about someone who is losing their hearing, it sure strikes a good argument for listening better. So hold your drums and hear me out. Before we start, please consider subscribing to help support this channel so we can keep making videos like this. The Sound of Metal tells the story of heavy metal drummer Ruben as he suddenly begins to lose his hearing. He is forced to reevaluate his career plans and learn how to accept this new version of the world. To do this, he attends a unique rehabilitation facility. I am still working my way through watching all of the Best Picture nominees in the Oscars this year, all of which I shall be adding to a playlist linked above or in the description below, but The Sound of Metal has become my favorite so far. There is just so much to love about this film. I will go into the specifics in a moment, but the overarching reason that I love this film is for its non-melodramatic portrayal of the deaf community. It really focuses on telling Ruben's story, and the community becomes part of that story, and he a part of the community. The rehabilitation process that he experiences in order to make sense of his life simultaneously opens a door for the audience to learn more about what life is like on a daily basis for a deaf person. And it isn't just the one person, but a variety of people with different experiences. We see a group of deaf kids at school, enjoying musical performances, learning sign language. One of the kids has trouble concentrating, and Ruben finds a way of communicating with him through his love of drumming. We see how Ruben and his peers are eating dinner, telling vibrant, funny, and exciting stories through sign language. There's no music, just the ambience of the room, the noise of the cutlery, and the tapping on the table. It's this normality and normal everyday things that I feel are missing from a lot of films about underrepresented communities. Take Happiest Season, for example, a fun Christmas film about a lesbian couple that I reviewed last year. Its story focused predominantly on the fact that one of the characters, Harper, had not come out to her parents. And though I don't deny that this is an important event for an LGBTQ person, it isn't the only thing that their life is about. There is so much more to a person's life and so much more that this film could have done to increase representation without the melodrama. The Sound of Metal really surrounds the audience with information without needing to be explicit, and nothing is more crucial to this endeavor than the sound design, which perfectly blends the two parts of Ruben's life, the life he had and the new life he must learn. As the audience, we don't just get told that Ruben is losing his hearing, we hear the loss and we experience it with him. His desperation and denial get underlined by these moments where the filmmakers cut to a wide shot and we experience the room as if we are in it, and hear things that Ruben is not hearing. This in turn lets us consider how we would feel in that situation, and reconsider how people do feel when they begin to lose their hearing later in life. It's worth noting that this film has very little non-diegetic sound, and I feel that this was a meaningful decision made by the filmmakers that helps embed the audience in Ruben's world, and allows the sound design to do its job without distraction. The final scene is mainly powerful because of the sound design, which has been carefully developed throughout the film and makes the ending work. It's not going to be a film for everyone. At times, the lack of sound may translate to a lack of action, which may bore some people. But I really feel that if you give yourself the time and remove any distractions, The Sound of Metal is a superb film to immerse yourself in. There is also a secondary community or type of people that have been treated in an equally important way in The Sound of Metal. Heavy metal artists who are not given the stereotypical rock star treatment. Though Ruben is an addict, his addiction is not treated as if it's just part of the normal rock star life. Instead, it is a part of his past, and his music and Lou are the things that are helping him recover. Riz Ahmed's role is pivotal to this film's success, and he pulls it off with palpable grit. He makes sure that Ruben's addiction comes out subtly without overtaking the main conflict of needing to come to terms with his new status quo. Ahmed is a fantastic British Pakistani actor, and it's great to see him in a lead role, just a small step towards better diversity on screen. He also learned ASL, American Sign Language, for the role. I can't attest to how accurately he uses the language, though the fact that his character is also still learning it would justify any mistakes. Regardless, the fact that he's using this newly learned language on top of also speaking English, in an American accent I might add, whilst still selling this performance is an impeccable achievement. Olivia Cooke also performed well as Ruben's girlfriend. It's nice to see a functioning young couple that work through this disruption in their relationship in a mature way. Their understanding of each other felt realistic, considering that they had been together for 6 years. However, the star of the show for me was definitely Paul Raci for his phenomenal performance as Joe, the head of the rehab facility. Reading about his life, it feels as if this role was written for him. Although he is not deaf himself, his parents are, and he is fluent in ASL, even becoming a legally certified interpreter for the LA Superior Court system for over 25 years. He's even in an ASL band called Hands of Doom. All of this real-life experience undoubtedly brings authenticity to Raci's performance, but he delivers so much more in how he paces his dialogue and grounds his character's emotions. As a character, Joe shows incredible empathy, but insists on maintaining order in his house for the benefit of those in it, and encourages Ruben to do better. His outlook on life is one of acceptance, and the difficult journey he went through to get to that mindset is inspiring, as is Ruben's journey throughout the film. This is director Darius Marder's first feature film, which he helped write alongside his brother Abraham, who also did the score, and Derek Cianfrance, who devised the premise and previously directed The Place Beyond the Pines, which Marder wrote. I really liked how that film surrounds its main character with action without losing him in it, making sure his struggles are felt in much the same way that Ruben's are. This is definitely a director-writer duo to follow, and luckily it looks like they are currently working on a film together called The Empire of the Summer Moon, which I am definitely looking forward to watching. Overall, The Sound of Metal is a challenging but hopeful film about overcoming difficulty and accepting change. Its characters are diverse and performances exceptional, with a unique sound design that elevates the story. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see more videos, and comment with your thoughts on the topic. What other films use their sound design creatively? For more film content, feel free to follow us on Twitter, Letterboxd and Facebook, links in the description. Otherwise, this has been Tea Break Film Reviews. My name's Michelle, and I hope you have a great day.